Good morning, guys. A great morning to all of those who tune into the realest thing in the world, coming to you from Guyana. Now, this morning is going to take a serious mode, and I have to make some admissions of my own. So, last night I did an interview with a young lady who is making allegations against Team Muhammad. Funny enough, my header today is the ignorant and the mute the. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Um, so my header is the fact that the ignorant and the poor has to pay for the transgressions of the wealthy. Yesterday I received a call, young lady in distress and wants to do an interview. I said, why me? Because nobody else wants to do it. I said 7 o'clock. Young lady come to the studio. First thing when I walk in, I ask, have we ever met before? Make sure clear as day. She was accompanied by 2 other individuals, a male and a female. I suppose they're friends. Mina asks, no question. I calculate everything that we talking about, gotta be recorded. The ignorant are on social media. What do you expect? You think these people are a direct representation of fact? There's not a direct representation of fact. What do you expect from a woman who a man build a house for shit? What do you expect from a crippled man who a man buy a wheelchair for he? What do you expect is his opinion of that individual? You think when Pablo Escobar was murdering people, brutally murdering, blowing up school children and their mothers, killing judges and police, you think they ain't got people that coming out and talk if he ain't supporting it? Pablo Escobar murdered. Y'all read the story about Pablo Escobar. Y'all read the story about Dudas Coke. Jamaican and Colombian gangsters. Y'all read the stories. You will find that continually the poor and the ignorant pays for the transgressions of the wealthy. Now let me tell you, people are coming up with different stories. Let me tell you. So as you all know, in a past time, myself and Azadeen Muhammad were very close. Very close. There ain't got nothing could have come between the two. Right? I would have gone on many trips. Like the young lady claimed she was assaulted and nobody paid attention. The ignorant people didn't pay attention. The girl never said Azadeen Muhammad go up on top of she. Never said. The girl said she was taken into the boat. Forget a drop home. In that interview, the young lady never said Azadine Mohammed. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Critic.
Yeah, brother.
This story here and this allegation against the Mohammed rather, I think it should be treated fairly on both sides. People shouldn't jump to the conclusion and say Mohammed is guilty or innocent until an investigation is done. Likewise for the girl, people shouldn't outrightly say the girl lying. She also too should be treated with fairness. Maybe she's telling the truth. Maybe she's telling lies. Let an investigation
No, but if you
commence.
listen to her, she did not say Azadine Mohammed. I asked her to make sure we was clear as this, the same individual, because I went to that community on several occasions with Azadine. You understand? Myself and Azadine went to that community several times. Ascertain whether she's from the community. I asked her if she ever see me or he there together. You understand? Because we went to the community several times. So she said she felt obviously some kind of a roofie, whatever is it, right? And if you know how roofies work, people claiming, oh, how she get blackout and she know. You become unconscious. Not blackout in sleeping. You become out of your mind. Now, other people are saying, Azadine don't use alcohol. Azadine Mohammed does not use alcohol. I can't say I've ever seen him and they ain't got no use he drinking alcohol behind the scenes. Right? No such allegation. Here what I'm telling you. Here what I'm telling you. The both always got liquor. Because when me used to the wrong Azadine, me just drink. Every time and get high. You understand? So it's never say you don't dare wrong liquor. Me just drink. I used to be drinking a lot then.
Well, the story should be treated fairly on both sides, not one side.
No, that is why I told her. It's in here what happened. So I did not. After I hear this thing, I said, let it come. We're gonna do an interview. I did not talk to her before. I didn't want to mix up. I walk in. They were here in the studio waiting for me. The interview time was 7 o'clock. I walk in. And the first questions are, have we ever met before? You understand? The young lady said, I said, who's the young lady? Because there were two young ladies. I said, have we ever met before? She said, no. I said, okay. Everything else we're going to discuss in the interview. Sit down, ask straight questions. But when you look back at it, you'd realize the young lady, because she didn't know what's going on. Because if was a prep thing, you want her to say something specifically. She didn't say specifically Azadine Mohammed. She made claims of bruising.
Regardless who the allegation is directed, she got to know who she was in the boat and able to identify herself.
So somebody's saying here, I said I met the girl when me and Mohammed went to. Never met the girl, never saw the girl before. I asked the young lady if she ever see me and Mohammed there. She said yes, she heard of us going there. I gotta watch. And that's why my header says the ignorant and the poor will pay for the transgressions of the wealthy. You understand? Now what happens? Knowing this guy, he would want to see fair play. Yeah, let me show you how fair play. All these banner take serious thing and make joke. These banner take serious thing and make joke. All the time I'm on social media, nobody knew what was my birthday. He knew my birthday. I never like nobody know because people just bag you down with calls and congratulations and that kind of thing, right? He take it and post it up. Partner birthday, everybody, knowingly. He knows presently, Azadin Muhammad knows that any association with him by anybody of any substance, you could likely lose your visa. Hundreds of people lose the visa already. He finds that funny. You know what he did? Post up Odessa Primus yesterday. Oh, boss lady, this and that. Now make it known the relationship between them. She visa in limbo now.
All right, Critic, just give me a minute for conclude my comment. What I'm saying, on both sides, it should be treated fairly. Now, take, for instance, this two guys in America, R. Kelly and P. Diddy. They are very powerful men in these things and so on, and there were sexual allegations against them, right? People come out and said, no, it cannot be true that they haven't done this. Now there is terrible consequences for them. We should not say that whoever the allegation is directed to is totally guilty or totally innocent. Likewise, for the girl, we should not come out and say that she is telling lies. Let's hold it at a 50-50%. Maybe she's telling the truth. Maybe she's telling lies. An investigation from professional will be able to determine further. That's how people should see it. All right, thank you then.
What do you think would be the cause for a young 17-year-old for come and cook up something like this? What do you think?
Well, as I said, for me, how I would treat it fairly. I wouldn't jump to conclusion and say the young lady lying, people do this and people say this and these things and so on. I will never do that. Maybe she's telling lie. Maybe she's telling truth. On whoever should direct the allegations to. Maybe they're guilty. Maybe they're not guilty. This is how it should be treated. This is my take on it.
Roger that. So, it has to be known that there is never an allegation made against the Muhammads that saw the light of justice. Just so it's known, right? Hello.
Hello?
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, morning. That person where you see, nice way you feel should do it. So it maybe money. Somebody could put shop to do it for money.
You think a 17-year-old who's fully well aware of the circumstances taking a risk, got belly.
Yes, people do anything for money.
All right.
And
I will take that as a consideration.
yeah, by the way, while things are going on with you, you never drunk your mother, you.
Nah, nah. I can't say so. I can't say so. Yes. So, one of the points I wanted to make, because of my style and character, people just act a certain way around me. Right? People act a certain way around me. But I could say, I have never been in the presence of Azadin Muhammad, and we've been on many trips, right? Girls would have been there, wrong and all by the way, ageable. I have never been on a trip with Azadin Muhammad that something surreptitious happened to the guests, right? I can't speak for what is going on now. I'm no longer there. What I can tell you, the man got a personal, he wants to see. He finds serious things funny. So if you got some fool in your group that if you find some fool in your group that would do something like that, he would find it funny. I can't say from knowing him. I can't say, come and say honestly, yes, that's the kind of attitude, man. Never saw that before. No, you gotta listen to the I'm asking myself, why does a young lady come and make an allegation like that? She never said Azadin Muhammad. Clear as day. That is why in my head it says T. Muhammad. Because you got groups of boys, groups of men. I ask you why only now. She says because it's bothering her. And most victims, some people, look at how long it took for people to come out with Cosby, P. Diddy. People are scared, and look at the response on social media. I told her, I said, you need to go to the police. You need to make sure this story is clear as day, because you're going to be asked this question 100 times. And if you're not sure what happened, what is going to happen after it is going to haunt you. So all the people are coming out and talking about the young lady's story. Why? Why? What do you think she was offered? Who offered shit? Somebody just picked she up and plucked she out of the air? How and why would she put herself in a situation like that? This is a young 17-year-old girl. Justice got to prevail. One of the funny things is that nobody pay attention to is that nothing, some things I can't talk about, but there's a list, a long list of things that never saw the light of justice because it was associated with the Mohammeds. Nobody's paying attention to that. You understand? Nobody's paying attention to that. The young lady said she was drugged. I can't say what happened. How? Who makes that? Was she ever in the boat? Was she ever in the boat? Just for drop. Was she ever in the boat? Hello, good morning.
I'm watching the comments and I've been reading the responses from people on this article, and one of the things that's sickening to me is the response of most of the women. Many of these women who are making comments have been sexually assaulted, I'm sure at some point in their life, and the treatment. Okay, so we don't know for a fact what happened, but like you're saying, she did not identify a specific individual. She's just saying individuals associated with X person. Now, this is a 17-year-old child. This could have happened last year, which would have made her 16. How many 16-year-olds you know who get sexually assaulted will come forward immediately when things like that happen?
Too many. Too many have been assaulted and not coming forward.
And will never come forward because of the shame. And exactly what's happening in the comments is exactly why people don't come forward. Now, you don't have to be around to see something happen to hold the people around you accountable. Remember, these people are operating with impunity. They feel like they can do whatever they want because they're associated with an individual who can potentially, I'm not saying he did or he would, but could potentially rescue them from a situation.
That's a matter of fact, what you're saying there.
That's right. This thing needs to be investigated thoroughly. Her parents need to be involved. The police need to be involved. I don't like the way that people are just jumping to conclusions and saying, well, you're doing this, that, and the other, and oh, you're not a good journalist and all this other stuff. Why did the young lady come to you?
Now,
Because
here was the funny thing, my brother.
her voice is going to be heard.
Here was the funny thing. I knew. That is why I asked in the interview if it's the same individual that I went there on occasions to find out if she has ever seen, because we went there plenty times. At least 2 times a month we would go to that community, right? And it's specifically because there's a long creek leading to that community that leads into the Demerara River just across from where Tamari Airport is. And we would ride that creek. It's a preferred riding area for jet skis.
Roger.
Right? Many occasions. That's why I asked that question specifically. Now, I am not the individual to bring the charges against or support the story. My main job is to have the story heard. You understand? Simple. No other purpose. And it was sensitive in nature because of my past close proximity to the individual. But when you're hearing people saying, oh, you don't drink, I used to drink. There's always a cooler on the boat with alcohol, always. You understand? Because everybody else drinks. Matter of fact, he does not use alcohol. I could verify that. You understand?
Right.
I don't know if he ever tastes alcohol. He just don't use alcohol. He'd pour me drink. He would pour my drink. Doesn't use alcohol. You understand?
People are saying in the comments, oh, she should have gone to the police. Look, you did the story the other day about the girl who was getting abused, slapped her wrong. They went to the police. Police didn't do nothing. So, oh, well, XYZ.
Man, listen to me. There was, here, for instance, there are known cases of abuse with this individual that were covered up. Not rape. One girl gets her bobby, the silicone-ish bobby slapped out. And next was beaten to a pulp. You understand?
Good.
So this is not, I can say, I know, but this roofie thing, I don't know if there's a new thing. I know we're going on there. I know if there's a new crew, we're going there.
No, there's a date rape drug, man. But the point is, you know, we have stories like this happening all the time. Look, the little girl who just passed away and somebody broke into her tomb and sexually assaulted the body. Oh, man. You mean to tell me this girl nobody knew that any of these things was happening to this
bro?
girl
Hear what I'm telling you. And you're looking at a society that is in chaos. What you're seeing there in the comments is an expression of a mindless society. His money got him there. I tell you, I read the stories about Pablo Escobar and Dudas Coke. Right? You have here. People say, how should now you have cases where stepfathers are molesting stepdaughters and mothers are turning a blind eye to it because the man taking care of them. You understand? Much as when a man sharing out money like mad.
It's a set of lawlessness, and I'm reading these comments from these people so ignorant. This is a child. This is a young child. If it comes out, okay, well, she's making up the story, good. Well, then she gets there's repercussions for that. But it just needs to be taken seriously. I can't understand these people in the comments. This is a young girl.
No, but anyhow, again, it's a fair expression of how Guyanese think that becomes worrying. You understand?
Yeah, because you got a set of dunce thugs hanging around.
Because you remember the Nigel Darmlal case? I said, let go with me. And everybody was out and up support. Yes. Now what happened?
Listen, if I was as the dean, I cleaning out me crew. Nobody, I can't have this kind of tension around me. If I was the man, everybody getting fired because you can't have people around you who are going to take those kind of chances to put your reputation. Not saying anything, but you have a reputation.
People are claiming they don't know the girl from the community. The girl is not known in the community. This crazy. The girl is not known. You see she picture? You imagine her? Wouldn't know she from body type? And voice?
Bro. Guyana can't be a real place, man. This Guyana cannot be a real place. Anyhow, keep doing your thing, man.
Safe. This adds up to being ridiculous. What is this? Hello, good morning.
Yeah, morning critics.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you got $1 million ready when the people lose the election, you know.
Who are we talking about this morning, man?
No, we talking about the people. The man ain't raped no woman. The woman, the man, the girl,
The girl never made an accusation like that.
That's what she said.
Man, listen to me. I said this morning, the stupid, the poor, and the ignorant has to pay for the transgressions that she never said that. That is why in my head I has T. Muhammad. She was drugged. She know what going on. She wake up. When she catch herself, she got liquids in her body and she have bruises between her legs and so on. She never mentioned Azadeen Muhammad.
Yeah, but critics, listen to me. At election time, she come up with this.
Why election time?
No, election time, she coming out with this.
The man said he is not running for anything. Why would you think this is an election, some election situation? The man clearly said all the years. The man clearly said all the years he has no interest in politics.
Yeah, but listen, he doesn't have to want to run for president.
My brother, listen to me. You remember when the stories come out about Trump? It's what time it come out, man. Hear what I'm telling you. The other day I go to the States. I palavering myself. Everybody come every day, some different problem. Who owe money, who this, who that. You know why? When people see you active, they sit down and think, yo, here, this is supposed to be. Look at Bill Cosby, the high-tea life, don't do all we gotta do. Then people come. When are victims supposed to come out? A specific time for victims to come out?
No, but listen to me. One would believe that.
Bro, here. Y'all forget that these people got sanctions against them?
Oh. No, there's a different animal.
No, but what I'm saying, it's not sense.
All the evidence has been destroyed. Everything has gone. No, it's just she say, he said. What the police could possibly do? The police can't do nothing. The police ain't got no evidence that they can collect.
No, but that doesn't mean that an allegation was not made. There are many cases. There are many cases where victims come forward, and because of the police not being able to put together a proper case, nothing happened.
Yeah. Well, you're right there. You're right.
You understand? Me and no, it's not me caring about the justice. I covered it.
My advice to you, critics, is just try to be.
No, but I could be more than here. For instance, people try to make out stories that.
Because listen to me. Listen to me. This world is a wicked place, and people can bring lots of false allegations against people, and it's not nice because it could happen to you, it could happen to me, it could happen to anybody. Right?
Anybody.
And to make false allegations of that nature against people is not nice. You understand?
No, but how do we, again, you're saying let's be prudent. Why are we allegations, not false allegations, to make allegations?
No, I don't believe Trisha's story. And a way to prove it, right, I would ask her to take a lie detector. Right? Yeah. I would ask her to take a lie detector test. Right?
Makes sense to me.
To prove it. I'm telling you, let her go and take a lie detector test. And he take a lie detector test, and you're going to see. I tell you the girl is lying. Anyway,
all right.
That's my view. All right, don't let me take up your program time, critics.
What else is this? I see in 33. In this case, I wouldn't say, because I've never been a part of anything.
Good
Hello, good morning.
morning,
All right.
Okay, I want to say something. My story of being a rape victim.
Mm-hmm.
One of the reasons why victims don't speak up. I was raped when I was 13 years old. My name is Kavita Ramsaru, and I'm in Canada. And the society that we live in today, I'm all over Facebook. Everybody's seeing it. And I'm being bullied because I spoke up about the rapist. People can go on Facebook and they can see it. They can come on my Facebook, and I've made videos recently about it. And I'm being bullied daily. The society that we live in, women are afraid. Kids, children are afraid to speak up of the abuse because of the slandering and the bullying that we face after. And that happened when I was 13. I'm 55 now. And I spoke up a few years ago, and I've been bullied by the person that committed the act, who was my mother's cousin, and 6 of his friends. I have a few of them in civil court. The others are going to civil soon. Police cannot do anything because it's online bullying. But I'm all over the internet trending.
And tell me something.
Go ahead.
I don't think rape has a statute of limitation. This is in Guyana you're talking about?
Yes, I was raped in Guyana when I was 13, and I migrated when I was 22 to Canada. I am now 55.
Have you ever made a report here?
I did, and not in Guyana. I didn't go back in Guyana to make a report. In Canada, I made a report, and they said, no, we cannot. The statute there is 20 years. I did make a report. There's police involved. There's lawyers involved. There's crime chief involved right now because I am being bullied under false accounts of Paul Ramlau and Debbie Khan, who is associates. We know who those accounts belong to because we have voice recorded, and associates with that rapist, my mother cousin. His name is Prabhuti Al-Balkaran. I'm in Canada. If people go on Facebook and go on my link, you would see I made live videos and I shared
How has this affected your life in general? How has your life been?
What? I am now 55, but the trauma, I'm not giving them the satisfaction of knowing that they get to you. And you know what they do, Critic? You know what they do, which is sad? People that comment, people who believe that stuff like this happen. One girl just said, oh my God. They went after the girl, oh, you're a lesbian, you're this, which is not true. They went after the girl business. They went after the girl child, who is an officer of the law. You know, and they, oh, you're gay, you're this, homophobic slang, hate crimes. This is what, and that's why victims do not speak up. One of the reasons why my stories, why victims do not speak up. It affects you, it affects your family, it affects your daily life, it affects the environment you live in, it affects the way people look at you, it affects everything that you do. But that's the reason why the society that we live in, which is very disgraceful, which is shameful, that you cannot speak up of your abuse. I spoke about my story, and I'm 55, and I was 13 years old. You know what they're asking? Oh, at 13 years old, why didn't you go to the police? Back in the 80s, can a 13-year-old go to the police? I said, hey, I was sexually assaulted. Do you have that knowledge to do that then?
Until today, people.
Why many victims, there are hundreds of victims out there that do not speak up because of the bullying that's happening and the slandering. That is my story, and this is my take on it, Critic. And people who want to believe that rape happens and who have sense, they would believe. And people who don't want to believe, money is evil. It could be anybody. It could be your own one, as in the case of the 13-year-old that committed suicide, or it could be in an outsider. It happened. It happened. And that's my take on it. Critic, I'll let you get on with your program. Have a great day.
All right, thank you, and sorry for the past experiences that you've had. Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Mr. Critic.
Yes.
I'm calling in to give my take on this issue. I am very angry at the responses of the public. As a Guyanese, as a woman, it's a shame. And to answer your question that nobody has answered yet, you asked, what would prevent someone from coming forth to speak immediately when such an act was done on them? Fear, shame, accusations of the incident not occurring, confusion. There's so many things that can affect someone from coming forth and speaking of sexual abuse. And it's sad because as a woman who has experienced sexual abuse in Guyana, you cannot come forth and speak your truth because there are so many women that stand for money instead of truth. If a man is in that home and he's providing, they would prefer to support that man than to believe their child. They would prefer to support the prags that they get instead of listening. A child cannot make a sexual decision, Mr. Critic. What will that child get from making accusations? And people are so stupid, and you can see the level of their education. The young lady never said Mr. Muhammad abused her. She said she found semen on her body, and she was in his boat. She never accused him of sexual assault, and she's not lying until proven. That is my take. Guyanese just need to shift their mentality. It's ridiculous. I am beyond angry. It's just, oh my God. Thank you so much for the work you do, and continue to do the work you do. You have people who look forward. I am in the United States. I look forward to your news every single day. You keep on bringing the truth. That's my take.
Thank you for your input, ma'am.
You're welcome.
So, our issues aside, myself and Azadine issues aside, I got to be factual with it. As I said, I've never been part of any such thing, not know it to be that way. But again, the girl did not make action. She made her allegations were clear, not specific anyone. She didn't know how she, I don't know if even if she knew how she got into the boat. There's a lot more questions I could have asked, but Maria's saying, so there's a lot of people that are coming on here, fake. But when you look at this turnout here, you really look at people saying, and by the way, Team Muhammad has issued a statement. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Critic. How are you?
Good morning, sir.
How are you? I'm on the live on the show.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I wanted to say this to you. Congratulations on your story. I watched it and the interview with the girl and everything. I just want to say something, if it's okay.
No problem.
Okay. What I wanted to say is that I try to understand, or I don't understand, why is it that our people, why they couldn't come together and wrap their arms around that child and try to find out if this really happened, or if this really happened, can this child get a justice? If it didn't happen, can this man get an apology? I don't know neither of the two of these people. But what I'm saying is, why is it that our people so quick to jump to disgrace somebody just because they're getting some prags, or because they like a particular
money? It always happens.
So, and I can guarantee you this, that if it's one of those men or one of those women who is on the negative side of this situation, if their daughter was abused or anything happened to their child, I ask myself, would you stand up for your child, or you just allow your child to suffer?
You want to know the severity of the lowness of our society. A child was raped. It is a case where she made accusations of being raped. She was driven to suicide. Then she was taken out. The body was taken out of the tomb, and it seems that she was necrophilia was committed on her. A sexual act with a dead body. You know, other societies would have been up in arms and they would have been protests. That was just another story in Guyana. Imagine when people tell me, some people send a message to me, I can't like me, because I'm a very visual person, so I got visualize what's going on to be able to express the story. I say, here, me can't make that. Yesterday, I say, here, me can't make the story, partner. Let me left that one. Oh, you understand?
Yeah.
That is the society you live in. The mother ain't come out and speak out nothing. You understand? And continually you go across this country and you meet people, right, that seem to be led by their nose because of their wants and their needs. You know, here, I want you to listen to this thing. This is a normal Guyanese man, and it passed like joke, right? This a big man. There's a big man collect the cash grant, right? I'm playing a video for you. Now, this is a normal guy. Nothing in wrong with this. You understand? We there as a society. There's one of the boys them. Here, he mental understanding.
Well, gentlemen, I jam my cash can, that's my cash can, I jam my cash can. I try it. I go in and pick a fare with a 10,000, I go in and do what I gotta do. Boss me gun for 10,000.
He's a big man. He collect the cash grant. So when you looking at the comments and you want to know who's the people them, you understand?
It's them.
It's them on a different level. I'm not calculate the first thing. You understand? No.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, he can't tell me he ain't got children. Because if he's a boss gun man, he make a set of children all about the place, right?
Yeah.
But no, nothing constructive for do fuss. You understand? Then you take the time and the effort. Somebody makes a video and say, yeah, you're going to pick a fare with a 10 grand, with your cash grant. As an adult male, like, people don't understand where our society is growing wrong. That's why we got to get these discussions.
Yeah, but Critic, can I add something to it, right?
Yes, my brother, anything you could cost me out to.
No, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in disgracing people. I ain't in that. If I agree with something, I just leave it alone. I don't in that. No. I'm gonna say this right. I grew up in Guyana, right? And as a man today, you know, I have the same age like you, I think. It's like sometimes when I sit down and I look at myself, or I just think back of the young days, you know. Did you ever like sit down one day and calculate the age of some of our mothers and our fathers and ask yourself, how that this man slept with a 16-year-old girl and breed and make a child with her? Because sometimes when you look at it, this been happening for years and years and years. And it was a normal thing, and I'm talking about family members, people that you trust, friends, close neighbors who was troubling these little girls for many years. And up to today, today's now it's 2025, people still being shamed to come out and tell the truth without you investigating, or you sitting down and really put your arms around the victim and see if the person is lying or not. There is wait, the people, as you said, the level mind of the people is wait, the people haven't changed anything about themselves. It's like the generation that we grew up under, or the generation that we came from, that is the older folks. They like these people pass down that same level of ignorance to the new generation. Well, it's showing now. This here story is not about accusations of abuse. This here story is gonna turn out being about the mentality of the people. You understand? Exactly. A man go around, shared everybody coming. What purpose? What purpose? People can't see clear. People can't see the truth when they're right in front of them. They're like a snowflake on the nose. Right? Can't see it. Or not willing to see it. Because what? Because of pittances? Critic, before I go, you could remember what the Romans used to do when the people the people have a problem with a king.
Yes, buddy.
The big show
Keep
in the
fights.
arena.
Keep fights in the arena.
Exactly. They put them
Keep
in the
fights in the arena.
Alcohol, food, gambling, and everybody's just enjoying the self, and everybody just completely with a dark cloud over their eyes. And while they're enjoying, the change is happening behind the scene. Anyway, my brother, you have a blessed day.
Safe, brother, safe. Thanks for your input. And you could call and have your input from any way, right? Any side. So I didn't want to publicly say this to give anyone ideas, but eye drops is also known to be used in drinks to incapacitate. Oh my God. Well, me know but them thing now. So does it add up? Having intercourse from back will not lead to bruises on the inner thighs. Sexual legs apart most likely cause bruises there. Thus our pants will not be on, hence how will semen be on the pant. I don't know. It's not me for investigate. That the police guy investigated. I didn't see the header on YouTube. They could add it to the bottom of the screen or in the morning. Please note. Please take note that the matter at caption has been refixed to the 28th of February for hearing before Rosnell's Zoom. Okay. I did talking with them and me and my court matter. That's why I didn't want to think. But people gonna know. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. They can't believe they get onto me. They can't believe that my thing is so open. You understand? They're like, when the police starts their investigation, because the police and social protection could be rigorous with the investigation. They ask questions, they're gonna record the interview, and then they give their findings. Robin Paddy said, there's limited, as he was saying. We have been on many expeditions. Visitors and guests have been around, drinking and partying. Nothing like that ever happened around me. You understand? But as one buddy said, you got people feel powerful. People have misunderstand the context of which things happening in. Was there anybody else? I forget to ask her if there was anybody else with her. Why was she alone in the boat taking a drop home from them? Right? There's a lot of questions to ask. Then you go to the community. Did anybody else remember that? Because it can't be she alone, the drinking in them community. Everybody just come out. Yes, sir. Hello, good morning. Here, I got some business to take care of this morning. Good night. What's this? You got to see how the PS of health treats his staff. Oh God, everything is a problem in this country. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah,
so
brother.
I just have a question. And regarding your interview.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yes, listening to you, brother.
Yeah, regarding the interview with the young lady. Now, I don't know if there's any law or regulation in place, but shouldn't an adult have been present with her during the interview? I'm just checking.
Two adults were.
Oh, they doesn't want to appear on screen?
No, they didn't want to appear on screen. They were standing behind the camera.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said earlier she came with two individuals, another female and a male.
Okay. I was just checking.
Because remember how you think she get to me? I don't know her. She didn't call me. It's the individuals called me and brought her to me. You understand?
Okay.
Roger.
All right. Thanks for clearing it up.
Safe, brother. Any more questions? We should. I was watching your interview with the girl. Something was not adding up. This look like Don Stokes. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Critic.
Sorry, yes. Good morning.
The young lady, right? That says she got raped.
She didn't say she got raped.
So what she say? What she say?
Go back and watch the video again.
So you really believe the bullshit, right?
Go back and watch the video again.
So
you sound like a Don Stog stress. Not a Don Stog stress. She said she finds semen on her body and she had bruises. Semen on her clothes, she had bruises. I actually should know. Because if you're in a boat and water splash me, water, you understand? How you know? That's why I ask. She sound like a Don Stog stress. There's a female version of a Don Stog. Do not read my... Yeah. Yeah, I remember the story. Hello, good morning. Hi, brother. You gotta speak up. What was your program? You gotta come off the phone and talk directly into the phone. I hear you clear. I want to hear you clear. So somebody reminded me something. Right? Somebody just reminded me something. I find it funny. Hello, good morning.
Hi, Critic. It's me again. Sorry. Listen, I just want to say this. I just want to say this to the public. I advise you guys, go back and look at the interview. Listen what the young lady say.
They just jumped.
Listen the questions that Critic asked the young lady before y'all come and accusing and calling people and said the child have never said she get raped.
Never said that.
Never called.
Never said that.
Y'all so ignorant, or y'all just so obsessed with the person that the child. It looked like the child saying that this individual do this to her. Y'all so obsessed with the people that y'all ready to...
Never mention rape.
The girl never mentioned it. Y'all go and listen, please. Y'all calling in and y'all sounding ignorant and
no, but like, yeah, understand, bro, this here gonna turn out to be a matter of ignorance of a country, not an instance of abuse. The comments, remember all that everybody put out the thing there. So when you go back and look at big woman and what people saying, like, the girl never said rape. The girl never said Azadine Mohammed.
The people making the thing look worse. They're making it look worse on the child. They're making it look worse on the other people's name. Y'all stop. Find a common ground. Think. Listen. Understand. Ask questions that make sense. Stop coming in with your ignorance and ready to cuss off somebody. Y'all gotta come out for that. That's why the country is moving ahead, but the people are not moving ahead because y'all sticking in y'all way of thinking. Get out of it. Get out of the box. Think out of the box. This is the only way y'all gonna move forward as people. Think out of the box. Not every time somebody says something, you jump on one side. Listen carefully. Have a blessed day, my brother.
Roger that. Nobody's paying attention to that. When they think in the comments, I watching and calculating what story they talking about and what story I talking about. Hello, good morning. Hello. Turn on the thing in the background. Oh God, these done stugs in easy. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, brother.
The Azadine Mohammed rape.
There's no rape, the girl did not said rape. You reading the wrong story. Hello, good morning.
You're making joke with comprehension, listening and understanding part, man. You making joke.
We don't know what level of assault this is.
Jesus Christ. The things that never say rape. This dog gets the encounter. We know who's the only the boat, but the thing never says she gets our car. I said, this man rape shit. We know who on the boat. But I just want to say to your part, no? It's amazing how people would behave for brags. Imagine, in my opinion, I think that persons are so hopeful that it is not him or he didn't do this so that he's able to hand out free things still. They're willing to overlook though, so he could hand out some free thing in the community still. But
no, well, if people are able to overlook, do you know how many hundreds of people have lost their visas as a result of association with these people? Now, he gonna post up his protege now, and the person who advises him paid by Odessa Primus, no other than Odessa Primus. Happy birthday. Now she visiting limbo.
You see how the cat beat out the place? Like the cat, the plan to go foreign. I never see a cat jump out the place in part, when Muhammad walk in there, the cat just flap this. I got go flapping. New York, August, me in the sea. I try.
This
but
place.
Anyway, all I'm saying is, let the story get investigated and let the chips fall with the knee. If the young lady lying, let she get your problem.
Well, here what I'm telling you. As I have witnesses. For instance, I was very formal in my interview. When I finished, I had a general talk with them. Everybody, because I didn't want nothing. Remember, this was recorded, right? So I didn't want anything outside. I said, you gotta go to the police and you gotta face the music, because they're gonna come to you, they're gonna offer you a fortune for even change your story. I said, if your story change, I, in Guyanese Critic terms, will fudge y'all up. You understand?
Yeah.
All our studio staff, we had witnesses. I say, hey, me don't die in them game though. Nobody putting me nothing. That's why I asked straight question. I asked me. I remember I going there because I wanted to know she was there. You understand?
Yeah.
Because when you're hearing somebody accusation, I couldn't go live with she. But there was no editing. The only thing edited is edited out your face.
Right.
And your name. Right? And on the video I said, bleep the age. But then I think back and I said, man, no, don't worry. I tell guys, don't worry though. Because you need to know her age. That doesn't affect anything. But the person's name would bring direct attacks from the person. I said the attacks gonna come out. You understand? I say, y'all serious? And the only thing I asked before the interview was, have we ever met before? Just so, when I walk in the studio, did any wait in the reception? I said, have we ever met before? She said, no. I said, okay, because I don't know you. And in the room, when we were there, the people were sitting outside. I said, no, you come inside the room and sit down and watch this whole thing going on.
Yeah.
You understand? So, this thing is clear as day.
The other thing I wanted to comment on, somebody called and said something about election time, why this come out now.
Hold for me, Cardell. Melissa Passad is asking why edit her name on her face. Sexual assaulted victims or victims of any kind of sexual assault and so of a certain age are protected by law. You can't call the name, you can't call, I think, under 18 and then under 16 and so on.
Right.
You can't show face, you can't call name. Children and so, even if a child commit a crime, a child can't be put out there in the public name. And then they don't show, in some cases, they don't even show the perpetrator face and so, because that is always connected to the child. People don't know, oh, who's the child they're talking about, right? So there's protection for those who wanted to know why we blacked out the face. There's protection by law for them, victims.
Yeah,
you're telling me.
I
I wanted to comment on the caller who said that this is because of elections and whatnot. No, whilst Mr. Azadeen Mohammed has not officially made a statement saying that he will form a party and be a presidential candidate, there have been indications that would lead people to believe that this is a possibility. Now, if this young lady was, for whatever reason, scared or whatever it is, made her decide not to come forward before, simply because these insinuations have been made about the possibility of him being a presidential candidate, I think, in my opinion, that it is even better that she came forward. Because if you're aspiring to the highest office of this nation, you have to be held accountable for your actions. You understand me?
No, but he has always said he has no interest in politics. I don't. And if his followers are even more confused if they believe he going to run for president. He is saying he ain't interested in this. I know how it become political now.
Have you ever seen this man operate outside of a controlled environment? An interview with someone who is not sympathetic to his cause to say, well, let's learn the history of Azadeen Mohammed or the Mohammeds or where they come from, where the wealth come from. If you are actually aspiring to lead or be or develop this nation, what does that look like? What Guyana like that does look like? So some of these persons who are, yes, Mr. Mohammed, I'm wondering if the head straight is just so you run for president. You ain't got a plan. People ain't got no way you're gonna do. What we expect from you? What you track record other than probably inheritance in terms of being successful in making things work? Come on, man. Come on. But he has his supporters. I am not saying that he is guilty. I'm not saying he's innocent. I'm saying let the system do its job. And wherever the chips fall, whoever got gets in trouble, let it get in trouble. That's all I say.
Roger that.
Critic.
Safe. So that will be my last caller. Somebody wanted. Let me. This doesn't look too right. Hello, good morning. Returning a missed call. You got some input on our program this morning?
Good morning, critics. I'm just calling to say about the young lady.
You know her?
Why is it? No, I don't know her. Okay. But I look at the interview last night. So I'm wondering, what is a young lady at 7 doing on a boat with full-grown men? That's my question, right?
I can't answer that.
No, but you should have asked her that.
No, you don't ask a victim that. You don't ask a victim that.
You don't ask a victim.
No, you don't ask a victim that. No. Here, when doing an interview of such with a victim, this is not a public court. This is somebody who's expressing the fact that they are making allegations of abuse, and that's about it. So this one is a Dunstug. She's a Dunstug stress, right? So they think is a game. Hello. Hi, good morning, ma'am.
Yes. So what are you really trying to say with this young lady?
I haven't said. I'm not trying to say anything. Go and look back at the interview.
No. I looked at it already.
Well, go and look at it again.
She didn't accuse anyone. I know she didn't accuse anyone. So Mohammed them had a bucket of sperms that just threw on her or something?
No. She said what was the state of affairs and her experience. Around who?
You and she?
Dunstug stress. No, this one is a Dunstug. So, a little knowledge is dangerous.
Okay, now, brother, morning.
He said the man drunky and the rest is history. Somebody put in a group, Critic said the man drunky and the rest is history. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Critic.
Yes, my brother.
Quick question. Quick question for you. I want men that. How many men you think has been abused in Guyana didn't come forward? Because these women are brave to come forward. Look the abuse they get.
Men can. I don't think men can handle that, but they are many cases. There are many cases, but men ain't got the belly by, because you would be looked at in a certain way in society. You'd be looked down. I could only imagine.
I know, it's sad.
All right.
And thanks for bringing this thing forward.
Roger, Chief. We can take one more caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Hi, buddy.
I listened to your interview in detail, and let me ask you a couple of quick questions. I know you don't have much time. First of all, you made an outlandish statement that the paid media didn't do anything about it. What evidence do you have that all the serious journalists in Guyana turned?
Well, attempts were made to reach out to other people, but nobody took the story seriously.
What do you mean by attempts were made? Did they stick to Travis? Attempts were made is a general statement. Let's be factual now.
That said, I spoke to several people and nobody wanted to take the story. Nobody wanted to air the story.
I've asked you a specific question. Did they stick to Travis? Yes or no?
Boss man, you listen to me morning program?
Yeah.
I said when I walk in the studio here, I asked the young lady, you ever see me before? You ever met me before? She said no. That was the extent of me and her conversation. The other people I asked.
She later contradicted that and said that she saw you when you went up with Muhammad.
No. Why I asked if she met me in terms of knowing me personally.
I get that.
You understand? Knowing me, because I would not want to sit down and have an interview with somebody that I know personally. You understand? Of a thing like that, because remember the other individual I know personally.
Let me suggest to you that first of all, professional journalism will tell you that if you've got a beef with someone, you should not be the one conducting that interview. Journalism 101. You should not have done that. You should have gotten some independent person. You should have gotten Freddie Kissoon to do it. You doing it compromises the whole thing. And let me make one other point. And I know that there's no rebuttal to that. Even as a pretend journalist, you should know that you should not do that. And then secondly, the young lady has no concrete evidence. You cannot claim that you were unconscious and then you woke up and had sperm and had bruises between your legs. That must be a hell of a sexual encounter. However,
she can't claim that. She can't. I don't understand what you're saying.
She has no idea if something happened, she was unconscious. So she has no idea. She never once said accident did it. She doesn't have a clue.
Yes, but that is clear as day. That is one of the things we've been discussing here this morning.
You just told us, my brother, that you know the other person. We don't know who the other person is.
No. Here. No, but listen to me. You're confusing this thing. As a result of her wanting to do an interview with me, I asked if she knew who I was, because the accusations are being made that an assault happened around a person that I knew integrally. It's just English language, and maybe.
I want you to go back and listen to what you just said. You said you knew the other person, which clearly suggests that it's one person, and the other person who you knew is Aslin.
No, but remember, she hadn't listed any other names. She was looking at Team Muhammad's because she knew who Azadeen Muhammad was. So she didn't know Harry Paul and whoever. She calculated in Team Muhammad. She did in he boat and so. You understand?
But don't you agree that
here now, we ain't doing a case here, boss man. The victim has put the story out there. Put whoever you think in the comments.
I'm asking you a question.
No, put whoever else you got in the comments. We doing a case here. Good morning. The government has to protect this girl and her family because they will be targeted. Well, they'll give it more the reason. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. I want to ask you a question. Are you one of the male sexual victims that
No, sir. I'm not one of the male sexual victims.
Morning.
Hello.
The one question that everybody is diverting from is the well-being of this child first. Whether rightfully or wrongfully she accused someone, or truth or not, protect the child first. And as Cordell rightfully said, let the chip fall where it, will in the future. Because this morning, from the comments and people who's calling, everyone is willing to defend, the accuser instead of this child just saying, hey, let's say maybe she's mentally, whatever it may be, help the child first.
Roger that.
So that's my 2 cents. That many comparisons could come around and say, hey, Vikash in West Coast during election time, they chastised him for it. Even Dharamlal, no one wanted to hear which side of the story. They're just ready to press on. So first thing, I think they should take care of the child. The child, for her psyche alone, take care of that mental psyche.
Roger that.
That's what they should help with first, and let everything fall into place.
Roger that. All right.
Continue your program.
Cool. So guys, I gotta take my leave. Please help me. Shit, is this going? The Athena show. Somebody from the Athena show calling me. So guys, I gotta take my leave. We still got for. Be it what it may, there needs to be an investigation. Things need to be looked at. Wherever the chips fall, that is how it needs to be addressed. Everybody coming out for someone, me saying, I know. And I know this individual, I've known this individual for a number of years. At one time we were very close, literally inseparable. I can't say that's his modus operandi. But the young lady did not say, Azadeen Mohammed. The young lady said she was in his boat when such an incident happened, right? So you guys take care. Peace out. Keep it real all the time.